What's going on, fellow ghosts, gamers, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Active Fool. 2 zeros, not O's, aka Mr. O Myers in the chat, aka Raven. And tonight, I'm back. I wanted to recenter ourselves. We've been kind of out on the exploratory branch, looking at some real, potentially, polarizing content from Ren and Hobo Johnson. We had the story of Eden, and then You and the Cockroach, and then we had Skinner Brothers and Ren, and which Hobo Johnson song? I Want You Back. Oh yeah, that was a deep one, but it was a really abrasive song, and I wasn't sure how you guys were gonna react to it. And when I posted it, I was like, this might be one of my lower performing videos. But lo and behold, wake up today and we're at 100 views on that video. And so that just goes to show I don't really have a metric for how well these videos are gonna do. You guys just watch them and I see it's 100 views and 30 likes. That's almost like a 33% like to watch ratio. So like that's really high compared to what I normally get on video. So thank you guys very much, and I want to give some shout outs. I think I can do it from here. Hopefully I can. I cannot. It's all good because we can just go here, boom, and then boom. So shout outs are as follows. Of course, shout out to Maj Brett. Maj, I'm gonna have to just take a day and just respond to as many of your comments as concisely as I possibly can when I'm doing my thumbnails, because you be really giving me some stuff to think about. But I sincerely appreciate all of the comments. But shout out to Maj Brett. Shout out to my homie. Shout out to Scorpio. I see you, Scorpio. Shout out to Lorraine Dennison, of course, Jan, Stewart M. Shout out to Trina Mink. She's a recent joinee to the outfit. So welcome her in. Definitely good to have you. She's been chatting it up on a lot of videos lately. Shout out to my boy Matt Kavanaugh. My boy Stu. Shout out to my boy Stu. Hey. Marie Plume. She said I've become a part of her morning routine. So I really thought that was really cool. So shout out to you, Marie. Kathleen Baggs, of course. Pauline Thomas. Rhonda Thomasy. How could we forget Rhonda Thomasy? I mean, come on. She's been a pillar of the community for like, I don't even know how long now. But yeah. Just the names that I could get to. Of course, Eliza Zakeo. Shout out to Eliza and Susie Joe UK. Let's go. Shout out to all you guys. Elena. Rob Marar. I definitely been seeing your name in the comments a lot, so I appreciate definitely all the I appreciate your patronage, I guess, and just all the engagement and commentary and exposition you guys provide on a daily basis, man. You guys are just a creator couldn't ask for a better community. You guys are really supportive. You guys are really open, and you don't shut yourselves off from anything. If you do, then you just watch what you do want to watch, and then just cut it off, which I appreciate. But a lot of you are willing to give the things that I put forth a try. So I really appreciate about that, about my community, about my fellow renegades and hobos, and ghosts and gamer heads and anime nerds and anybody in between. All you guys are the dopest, man. If ain't nobody told you today, stay blessed, for real, man. Much love. But for right now, like I said, we're gonna recenter and we're gonna come back to the band that I think we all agree that we can all get down with, and that is The Big Push. And I wanted to take a look at two covers today. One is the Clash cover, Guns of Brixton, and the other one is a Joydivision cover by the name of Love Will Tear Us Apart. So, two The Big Push performances, two covers. So there's the theme right there, and two first listens. So we have all three of our category met, and we're going to go ahead and dive in. First thing we have is Guns of Brixton. So without further ado, here we go.
Struck down on the pavement or waiting on death row. You can't crush us, you can't bruise us, but you'll have to answer to. Whoa, the guns of Brixton. Well, the money, it feels good, and your life, you love it well. Surely your time will come, as in heaven, as in hell.
I've never heard this song before. I mean, I've heard of the Clash, but I've never heard the song Guns of Brixton. So forgive my ignorance on this song, but it is a vibe. I don't know if this is like true 1-to-1 with the original song, but I could definitely hear the traces of the Big Push into what I feel like is probably the original song. I definitely recognize the initial riff that they played to start the song off, but don't know any of the lyrics. I see everybody's having a blast though, loving the energy from the crowd, and I fucks with the outfits. Like, I don't know what possessed them to get all hazmated out, but it's really cool concept, especially when the camera flashes to the second camera where it's that black and white aesthetic. It really creates a stark contrast for the video. So just those couple of things I noticed from the first few minutes. We're gonna go back a little bit.
It's good, and your life, you love it well. Surely your time will come, as in heaven, as in hell.
Of course, Glenn just chill as fuck. It don't matter that he's in a fucking 28 days later outfit. He's fucking just chilling, mask up, hood up, just, you know. We're gonna check him out one more time, man. You know I'm Glenn spotting in every video. Like, that's become like my thing. Like, waiting for Glenn to pop up and be like, no, my dude. But yeah.
The guns of Brixton.
Hey. Hey. It sounds like they're going into murder. I'm not sure, but that's the first that line they just said. It definitely sounded like, but that's some Ren stuff right there where they introduced the reggae elements into classic rock songs. But I just, you know, we got a little mini Romaine solo, so you know, I typically comment on all of those, but that was definitely like his little signature. Like, you got to put my stamp on the song some kind of way, and you know, he never fails to impress. It don't matter whether it's like a 30-second solo or just a couple of notes or a riff or whatever, or just him, you know, striking a particular pose while hitting one long note. Romaine gonna put his stamp on the song some kind of way. Just like Ren is, just like Glenn is, just like Gordon is. I think they finna start harmonizing over there. I'm not sure, but we're gonna back it up just a little bit, catch some of that solo. He's always like marching or dancing or spinning or something, so he's just so performative, man. Shout out to Romaine. Yep.
Excuse me, Mr. Officer. You know me like that. I be the heartbreaker. I be the hot stepper. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. You know me like that. You can't crush us, bruise bruises, but you'll have to answer to. Whoa, the guns are brighter. Whoa, the guns are brighter. Whoa, the guns are brighter.
I like how you switch bricks and up with Brighton because it got the crowd all the way into it. That was really dope. Good way to think performatively, ran.
You can't crush us, bruise us, but you'll have to answer to. Whoa, the guns are brighter. Whoa, the guns are brighter.
It's just something about hearing the place where you're from being sung in a song. It makes you get hyped. Like, it don't matter what the music is. If somebody mentions where you from in the song, you're going to be like, yeah, yeah. I don't even like where I live, but yeah, I'm from there. I don't know. It's universal.
Whoa, the guns are brighter. Whoa, the guns are brighter. Whoa, yeah, the guns are brighter. I think that's the take, isn't it? I think that was the take.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely a
All
take.
right, now we
That was definitely a take. That was a dope take, too. Once again, I just gotta say shout out to Ren and his fans and the fans of the Big Push, because they some really passionate fucking fans that y'all have showed me in my videos and the comments and engagement and everything. There's some really passionate fans, because as y'all could tell, the way Ren and them was dressed up and by the people in the crowd, like, yeah, it was one lady with like a one piece thing on that was sleeveless, but everybody else had on jackets and shit. It's probably obviously cold as shit out there. But they all out there vibing, dancing, getting the blood pressure up, staying warm with the movement and stuff like that. That takes passion, because, like, I tell you, it's been many shows that I did not go to because the weather was not agreeable with my with my sensibilities. So, like, yeah, for the person to be like, oh, it's raining, but we still gonna go to the show, which I've done. Oh, it's cold, but we still gonna go to the show, which I've done. It's got to be a great band. So yeah, just shout out to the Big Push for cultivating such a passionate fan base that it's always a joy to see the audience in their performances, because the audience oftentimes becomes a part of their performance and starts singing the lyrics and stuff like that. How it was with It's Alright. That was definitely a really powerful audience to band connection that they showed in that song, and it's just always cool to see their connection with whatever audience they managed to draw. But this was a dope ass song. I like the Guns of Brixton cover, and I like how they mixed in Murderer in the Murderer. Don't you like me like that? Yeah, that was pretty cool. But definitely let me know what you guys thought of Guns of Brixton cover down in the comments. I had a blast listening to it, but more importantly, it's about what you guys think, because we gotta get these conversations going in the comments. But if you have any other the Big Push covers that you have expected me to see but haven't reacted to yet, leave it in the comment, because I may not have noticed, or I may have noticed it and just got buried underneath a bunch of other stuff, because it's just me doing all this stuff, so sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming. So no offense, I do try to respond to everybody's comments and reciprocate the engagement, just to show you guys I appreciate you. But sometimes it gets a lot, especially as we get more members in the outfit and stuff like that. But the people who comment regularly can attest that when you comment, I typically respond that day. So yeah, definitely leave your thoughts and your recommendations down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the video. And with that, we're going to move on to our second title, which is Love Will Tear Us Apart, which I find to be a very interesting title, because if y'all know anything about me, y'all know that I am a hopeless, and this is capital HOPELESS. I am a hopeless romantic, but at the same time, I've been on the receiving end of the short portion of the stick in the love department a lot in my life, and I'm not blaming that on nobody. It's really just a roll of the dice, and your circumstances are your own. I own that. And there's decisions that I've discussed in previous videos that I could have made differently that I didn't. So here we are. But at the end of the day, I love love. Just like I love my community, love all you guys, but I love love as in like romantic love as well too. Even if it's not for me, I'd be happy to know that people find somebody so they don't feel 100% alone. Life is so much easier when you got at least one person that's sharing 50% of all your burdens. That's not something I realized until later in my life, in my early 30s, and by then I had already kind of set my path in life, and it was in a different direction than what was previously predetermined as, romantic love. Didn't work out. It's all good. There's still love there, but it's not romantic anymore. But like, I do love the people that, I've created life with and that I've had homes with and things like that. Even if we aren't together, I still love them because of those times that we had together. So with that being said, I'm very interested to hear how this Love Will Tear Us Apart song is going to play out, because it could be like a straightforward title, like This Love Is Gonna Tear Us Apart, or it could be like sort of like Love Will Tear Us Apart if we don't do this. So I'm intrigued to see. I've never heard of Joy Division before, so this will be a first listen as well. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. I've been yapping for long enough. Sorry. Transformative. You know the dough. You know the score. Excuse me. I don't know words sometimes. I'm an idiot, but y'all know that. And you still love me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. You do still love me, right? No,
The next song's about love.
Because remember, it'll tear us apart. So just, it's okay. Love is cool, but let's just listen to the song first. They picked the perfect person to sing this song. Like, the way Romaine has this sort of haunting melodic voice. So just with the vibe of this song, I see Goran's on bass and I see Ren's playing rhythm guitar. So I'm expecting at some point for Romaine to take a break from the singing and to buzz out in one of them smooth solos. But we're gonna see. It may be Ren. It may be fucking shit. Glenn may jump up and grab a guitar. I don't know. Shit, you never know, man. With this band, like, they're all interchangeable and they all really fucking great at what they do. Just look at the respect. Like, he's blurred out, but you could just see Goran looking at Romaine like with the most immense amount of respect. And that's a really cool thing, man. That's love as well. It's a different type of love, like platonic love. But you know what I'm saying? That's admiration. You know what I'm saying? You can see it just in that still frame right there. And I get it, 100%. I get it. Let's go. The melody or the way Romain singing this song, the melody of it reminds me of Muse for some reason. I don't know why, but let me know who is Joy Division. If you guys are familiar with the band, let me know down in the comments. But the way he's singing it, it definitely reminds me of like Muse, like Sing for Absolution. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm like intoning when I'm hearing him singing. Uh-oh. I told you, it might be rain. See, that sounds like Muse, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Runaway. That's a song for another reaction. But it's on the watch later playlist. That's why they popped it up. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was so engrossed in the performance, I did not really listen to the lyrics of the song. I'm gonna have to, like, when I go back to editing, I'm gonna have to listen to the song during the editing. But from what I heard, I like the song because it reminded me of, like I said, it reminded me of this sort of music I would hear from Muse. But it definitely had Romain's signature voice on it, and it was cool to, just to see the rotation again. They put Goran on bass this time, and then we had I guess Ren was on lead guitar, and because it's funny how we started to get like accustomed to certain things, the aspects to look for in the performances. Like when one of them goes and suddenly adjusts the amp, then you know that a solo's coming. So just really cool, performance. Dope ass cover, and I'm glad I listened to it. I don't think anybody recommended these to me, but I've definitely just been, whenever I get through watching a video, it recommends songs, and if I think it might be a song that you guys would be interested in, I definitely try to get it in the watch later playlist. But the ones that I prioritize are the ones that you guys vocalize. So if you want to hear me react to a certain, the Big Push song, definitely leave it in the comments. It get 1 or 2 likes, it's in there, just like that. So without that being said, definitely want to hear your thoughts on the video. What did you think of Love Will Tear Us Apart and Guns of Bricks? And I thought they were 2 dope ass covers. Lots of energy, lots of lots of performative aspects, lots of musicality, and just dope affirmation and positivity throughout. But I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comments. So you guys let me know. If you enjoyed the video, you already know. I appreciate the shit out of it. If you made it this far in the video, I definitely recommend you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you'll know the next time I drop another video, or if I happen to go live or drop another short, which I haven't done in a while. So I may be working on one. You never know. 7:50 is coming. We at 7:38 now. But for now, I want to wish all you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this, and you already know. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Till then, stay safe, stay frosty. Catch you on the flip side. Actual out.